MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. We've got baseball on the 4th of July between the Minnesota Twins and the Oakland A's. Number 58 makes his big league debut right after this. John Sears gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's kind of hard to
leading
figure
off
out.
the afternoon for Minnesota.
Would love pitching in their home ballpark.
Number
He's struggled at home so far.
Backhanded try into the hole, but short, but this gets on by.
Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
Stepping in now, number 22. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. And Dan Dero, these A's as they begin play here this afternoon. They come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right
now. That is third.
And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Dero, what's the key for a road victory in this one?
Matty, this lineup screams it needs an overhaul. When you're last in the league in on-base percentage, you're not doing a lot of things very well. You're not giving quality at bats. You're not being professional at the plate and forcing the opposition to be on their heels at all. Empty base paths consistently lead to a lot of zeros on the scoreboard.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman. The 2-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Brown will range to his left as he cracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Digging in, Shorty Holt. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Obradovich leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Runners off for second. It swung on and missed the throw. And he'll be tied out at second base. Now in the box, Ryan Noah. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The first baseman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, you better look out for that Phoenix spot. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
First pitch on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. Bases are empty. 1 man out. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. 2-2.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, man, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
And will step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Still no score. Ready now. Shorty picking up 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. And a foul tip held on to here at strike 1. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. Hit on the ground out to short. So the first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And one of the best guys on the defensive side of the ball today is going to be manning left field. Unbelievable range out there, the ability to go back on balls, not fearful of the wall at all, and has a strong and accurate arm.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in the start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it, and that's it.
That one hit him. Stepping up now, and he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Set and the pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Obradovich leads off first with 1 away. Liner towards second, and that's in there. Base hit.
Yeah, batting averages are much better 1-0 in a count than they are when the count is even. They opted to go with a pitch out to lead off with that, and it obviously cost them. No real damage done yet, but now they've even got a tougher situation to deal with.
Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Robinson comes in at 6'3" tall and bats from both sides of the plate. This is his first year at the big league level.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. 1-2 to the Twins catcher.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work it down around the knees in a double play situation. So making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. And a big whip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. First and second with 2 men gone. And in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. Hit sharply on the ground. Diaz throws it in, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass.
Leading off for the A's.
Pitch coming, here it is.
The right fielder, J.J.
This is line to left. But coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first down.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And I'm locking in today on outfielder Harrison Bader, one of the elite defenders in the game, burst on the scene in 2018, and he can go get them with the best of them. Elite defender, people. Lock in on him, top of the order hitter as well. You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screw. One's right at one guy, and then one's at center. Go crazy.
First delivery to him on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Bader. And that's the second out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Batting seven. The shortstop.
Now at the plate, Kevin Smith. He's set. Here it comes. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Waiting on it, the left fielder. Oh, he botched it.
Man, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and just say he lost sight of it. But then I watched him say, nope, that's just a blundered play. Can't really sugarcoat it.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Brown on second. Smith on at first with 2 down. Fouled off. Lifted the other way out to left center. Calling for it, Bader. And that ends the inning. A's strand a couple. Will move to the third with no score. Pitch of the end, bat on its way. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. This will kick up against the wall now. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
Digging in, Darren Obradovich. And he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that, right game, number 22.
Riding in, number 22. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
1-0.
Fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. And he fouls this one off. Third inning, no score to this point. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. Makes the throw to first. 2 down.
Up next for the Twins, the first baseman.
Into the box now, Tyler W. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bouncer to the left side. Throw on the first pitch, and the side is retired. Next up for the A's, Shea Langer. He's got 0 for his first 6 at-bats in the series so far.
Langer.
Swing, and he pops him up. W has room in foul territory, but this will land untouched. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. One ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
The 1-1. Fouled away. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Hit to third. Gets it cleanly. On the first, and there were 2 down.
Now back.
Now the A's designated hitter, Brent Booker. 0-for-1 here in the early going. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Pop foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats. 2 out, nobody on. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off.
Got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. A's are gone in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Top of one, it was a ground down pick from last time.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball just inside.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Rounded to the right. Diaz picks it up. Speared on the dive.
Now back. Designated hitter.
That would be the Minnesota DH, Holding Obradovich. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here. Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Behind 0-2 now. And that is swung out and missed. He's down on strikes. And the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. Coming to the plate now, Sean Obradovich. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. So striding in, Gio Urshela set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder has a beat on it. 1 down.
Now batter.
So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, J.J. Day. First offering on its way. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
0-2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's just, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Number 22 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Up next for Oakland.
Settling in now. Zach Brown. He singled his last time.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing the pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
That's the
fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
Look out, 1-1.
That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taken all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee bumped. Either way, that was
and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Harrison Bader. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambushed.
Now batter.
First pitch fastball, middle in, able to drive.
Into the box, Royce Lewis.
Counts 1-0.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. It's second for 1. Turn throw is in time. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bat for the rest of the game. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Hopped up, and this is taken in for out number 1.
Up next for Oakland.
There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. First pitch on its way. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. He's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Into the box, Buddy Reed. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. That's out to left. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip.
Now
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Darren Obradovich.
The shortstop.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line towards center field. Reed has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
The bat, number 22.
Stepping in, number 22. He's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Ball and a strike.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he can steal some strikes that way.
Now a swing and a fly ball, and they can't run it down.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Another 1-2 delivery. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now
digging in now, Tyler W.
Tyler W.
Here comes the first pitch. Bullet back up the middle. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
And after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit streak going.
You know what? In this game, this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it. As you talked about, 6-game hitting streak so far.
And it's fouled away. W stands at second with 2 gone.
That's a ball.
Plate, 1 ball, 1
Got a
strike.
ball, 1 strike.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
Here's the 1-1. 1 and 2. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second just because he took the first one that this pitcher won't come back. Exactly the same way.
Two and 2. Here it is. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. He's set. The 2-2. Fastball well outside.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Hit this one hard the other way. Oh, what a dive. Touché, sir. Stepping into the box, Shea Leger comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this,
and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first down.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Ryan Noah. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1 and 2.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
again, a 1-2.
That's
Change
ball
of
2.
speed there, but it's taken for a ball.
I got to
2-2.
count 2 and 2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. W backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now back, the designated hitter.
Driving forward now is the DH. Booker. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He sure does. Make it 14 in a row set down now. Carving him up as the side is retired. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. 7th inning coming up. And we still have no score. Next will be the designated hitter, Colby Obradovich. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Ball 1, no strike.
We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Heading out towards shallow right. Dave giving chase. Great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Yeah, he's got the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
Obradovich.
In now, Sean Obradovich. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
1 and
Well
1.
above the letters with the fastball that time. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out.
One ball,
Curveball
2
there.
strikes.
That's the swing and miss. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead runs in scoring position now with still nobody out.
Yeah, Matt, back-to-back base knocks right off the bat here. If we take a look at the numbers, you see they aren't that bad, but he's definitely got into a no-out jam here. We'll see if he can get out.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. He's got it. One there. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Bader is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
Base hit, line drive into the corner. And now it'll kick around in the corner. Run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. Now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Now batter.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Your attention, please.
Medina will get the
Now
ball here as he
pitching for
looks
the
to get the
A's.
final out in the top
Number
of the
30,
seventh.
Luis Medina.
Standing in now, Royce Lewis.
1-0.
He looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Here's the 1-0. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time.
No reason to give in to him here with the base open. Putting him on base just gives your defense more ways to help get you out of this.
Here's the 2-0.
D-Rod.
Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. They'll add a big insurance run here as the runner scores from second.
Well, they already had the lead, but that extra run makes a huge difference. Even if it's only psychological, the pitcher knows when he steps out there that he has a little bit of wiggle room to work with.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Darren Obradovich. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. And a diving effort, but he can't make the play in right. Lewis rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate. It's now a 3-0 ball game.
Now batting.
Hey, D'Lo, that's a
Number
big
22.
RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make it so.
Stepping in now, number 22, fouled off. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here, 0-2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game. So they pick up 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a runner left. It's stretch time here in Oaktown. It's the Twins 3 and the A's nothing. At the plate, Gio Urshela. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
The third baseman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Urshela.
Pulled a strike on the outer half.
0-1's
0-1.
the count.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Now a pitch on the way. Liner in there for a base hit. So a good start to the inning for the A's as the leadoff hitter reaches base safely.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, J.J. Day. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us.
D-Rod.
Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Ball, that's low.
1-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Urshela on at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came
Now
back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Ball and a strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Runners on first with 1 down.
We got
it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Another full count pitch home. This is on the ground over the first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he's safe.
He's safe.
That'll bring up the Ledmus Diaz. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Ladies and gentlemen,
here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound. He's going to make a move as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Raining in. There's one. On the first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. The A's strand 1. Still down 3-0. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Tyler W. will try to follow up the doubles in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Now that
now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Shorty Holt. First pitch of the at-bat. Great curveball there, really fooled him with that one.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Behind 0-2 now. Wind-up and the 0-2 pitch. Ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2
Those
strikes.
0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Digging in and looking for more, Colby Obradovich. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
No. And the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Stepping into the box, Kevin Smith. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Trevor May is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 65.
First delivery to him on the way. And that's in there for a strike.
Somebody needs to go rattle the cage right here. Take the bats and start throwing them all over the dugout to get these boys going. If this continues, I guarantee you see a different lineup tomorrow.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Oh, that pitch is up.
And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
A There's your textbook waist pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer.
The 1-2. Popped him up. W is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The center fielder
striding forward now. Buddy Reed will swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitchers.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer, needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
Line drive to left. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
The catcher, number 4, Jay Langer.
Now batting, Shea Langer. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey!
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Ball 2.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
The count now at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the 8th. They trail it here 3-0. Austin Pruitt enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, and so try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. First offering on its way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. Langer goes to get it. Throw down to first, 1 away.
Now that, well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt, and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Into the box now, Dan Robinson, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Up. Here comes the 1-0. Well, outside with the curveball for a ball. Pruitt is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
He is there, 2 gone.
The center fielder is well. Harrison Bader.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Number 21 will get to call the pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the bases empty. windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. 0-2, here it comes. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to swing some hits. Number 21 will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. Into the box now, Ryan Noah.
Number 21.
What's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
I just haven't seen him fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic. Watching from up there in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball. Durant, right-hander going 6'5". Enters today in 3rd place among closers in All-Star fan voting, so it remains to be seen if he gets his invite to this year's festivities.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote. And he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
There's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Behind 0-2 now.
0-2.
Line drive to center field. Number 21 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batter, the third baseman.
Driving into the box. He needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. And that's in there for strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Shot down the first baseline. Step on first for the out, and the ball down is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
3-0 the final score in this one today. Minnesota used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Number 58 earns his first win of the season. John Sears pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Johan Duran hammers down the save, his 24th on the season. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Twins, 3 runs on 10 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 39 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Minnesota hits overall as they bested the Tigers in extra